really doesn't seem that bad. If they let me go through, I can make it just fine, but they're not going to let nobody go through. I don't have no fucking chains. They keep on the other side. Hey Momo, good to see you. Welcome in. Bear with me here, bear with me. That guy's in the ditch.
I missed it. What'd you miss? The ditch? Oh.
I don't know. I had
That's
to get rid of this over
Callahan
Donner
saying
Pass,
that.
too.
He's going through Donner Pass. He's having to turn around because they're trying to make him put chains on where he's at, but it's not even that snowy. Here.
Now, I mean, obviously it's just wet because there's a lot of rooster tails being kicked up. I don't understand this at all. It's not going to melt in an hour. The state trooper said it's only getting worse. Like there's nothing on this here. Nothing.
How you been? How was your weekend, Albie? I got a little bit of a late start today. Actually, almost an hour late. No, he's not happy. He's having to turn around. It's going to make him late to his drop-off. So he'll probably have to overnight at the next drop-off. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much same here. I tried to get some grass cut, but I got the lawnmower fixed.
It's unbelievable.
The ground was so wet that I got stuck in my front yard. Had to have somebody snatch me out. So I got half the front lawn done. And then it started raining again. So I'm not going to be able to mow for about another week or so. It's supposed to rain 5 out of the next 7 days. So who knows when I'm going to be able to actually cut my grass for the first time this year. Front yard's soaked, backyard's soaked. I mean, typically it is wet in the springtime, but usually that's mostly April. Usually it's dried up by May to where I could cut it. I literally got stuck. I've never gotten stuck in my front lawn. But it is what it is. We'll stop and get some gas up here and get me a breakfast Sammy at the Speedway. 3:39 here. Yeah. Yeah. I've had this. Look at that water. See all the water in the field there? It's actually dried up a bit. It was much worse. I thought I'd be able to at least do the front yard. I knew the backyard was going to be impossible, but that's where my septic field is, in the backyard, so the grass is fucking tall as fuck. I may just get some goats.
You never know where you're gonna get hit ice.
Get some fucking goats. Don't worry about cutting the grass no more.
Yeah, that was very interesting. Very.
The old curry. Well, I like goat cheese. I'm gonna let you listen to Callahan while I get some fuel.
Donner was worse than this coming up over it last night. What the hell? I told you I was gonna have trouble in Salt Lake City. Told you all that last night. Called it. thought that guy was going to hit me too, John. That's the guy that just flew around me, that black vehicle. That's who it was. He damn near did hit me. Which way here? Yeah. He would have ran into the meat grinder for sure. I'm just taking my time, got my flashers on. No sense to getting in a hurry here. Does nobody any favors to get in a hurry in weather like this.
Okay.
Oh wow. That's crazy. Crazy, bro.
Whew. Well, that was cool. Just got a free coffee and breakfast sandwich. Paying it forward paid off. When did I go live? Just a couple minutes ago, 13 minutes ago.
Oh, I bet he was pretty shaken.
14 now. Oh, what the fuck just came out? Oh, my gas.
Oh yeah. I do not doubt that a bit.
Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. I didn't catch on fire in the church, so. The wife was a little concerned about that herself. He was flinging water on us too. I kept asking the wife if it was burning. Little service? What do you mean? Now my youngest goddaughter was her first communion, so. Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, They got a new priest there since the last time I was there, which was a couple years ago, but I think when he became their godfather. This dude is like Sally Jesse Raphael glasses on and an earring. Not just a regular earring, but one of those top of the ear earrings.
Yeah, I-10 would have been out of the way considering I was in Salinas, California. Yep.
I thought so too. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that they allowed that. Because I thought, you know, the Catholics, they're all against the tattoos and everything.
Well, it looks pretty damn full. What?
It was pretty easy. He seemed like a pretty cool dude, though. It's a small Catholic church, though. The town that it's called Waldridge, really tiny. I didn't see any tats, but you know, they're pretty covered. Their garb on. It's funny too, because yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Dirty.
That's reserved. No, I'm not going to be one of those assholes who just make their own spot.
Easy killer, easy. So,
Reserve.
Callahan had to turn around. He started heading up a mountain, and they were requiring him to have chains. So he said, "Fuck this! I'm going back to the truck stop."
There's one. There we go.
Yeah, he's parking. Go sit it out. Yeah, that delay was enough to where he wasn't going to make his drop-off time anyway. So. Oh shit. These fucking idiots. I really wish they would finish this stupid construction to where I could go the fast way. Although I like the construction. Wish they would stop calling it construction. Yeah, sure. Just, you know, time is money, especially when you're a truck driver. Feel bad for them.
I'm not paying for parking at all. Free parking. Damn, these parking spots.
Barrel. Oh, come on now. Really wanted to get in front of this truck, but that's okay. I'm in no huge hurry. I'll be doing a desktop stream today too, unless it's absolutely crazy at the office.
Alright, y'all. That's it for Callahan. Hey, Joko, what's up?
Actually, it's fixed. Yeah, Callahan's done. I might be getting some people over here now. But it's fixed, and I got half the front lawn done and then got stuck in the front lawn. Fucking buried the back wheels down to the fucking frame. Yeah, they actually listened to me this time. I was trying to get it done before it started raining on. That fucking mower. But I live kind of in the country though, so some dude drove by in a pickup truck and threw a strap on it and yanked it out of the mud for me. And it was so fucking soft that I was able to just literally just walk with my bare feet, just like fill the mud back in where I was buried. So it don't look too bad. But it's going to be at least another week and a half before I can cut the grass now. It's fucking frustrating, man. Oh, this guy, he's in a hurry. Yeah, I've been very wet, dude. I don't remember this being this wet, this late into May in a long time. But honestly, normally we get snow in April and stuff, though, and sometimes early May. I've had it snow first week of May here a couple times. So none of the farms have been able to plant yet. Ooh, little fender bender there, going the other way. Ooh, that's backed up. Man, the other side's backed up. See how far back it goes. Yeah, they don't want us to be able to eat. They keep seeding these clouds, making it rain. I truly believe, though, just that the seasons are kind of rotating, like the dial on a compass or on your watch. I think winter's coming later, and it's staying later. Spring is coming later, so it used to be April showers, May flowers. Now most of the rain is in May, and then we end up staying decent weather all the way up until November, which I'm okay with. I mean, other than the cloud seeding bullshit, which they've admitted to being able to do. Climate is controlled by the sun, basically. There's nothing we can do to change our climate. I mean, yeah, we can not put fucking poisons in the water. Yeah, a little bit. Well, even the poles are moving, I mean, we're still coming out of the last ice age. If you look at the cycles of them. So it's going to get warmer. I'm a fucking nerd as far as gravity, magnetism, and the poles and stuff. And I don't believe a goddamn thing about this climate change bullshit. There's nothing to do with politics either. Well, I mean, the climate change thing has everything to do with politics. Well, CO2 is a good thing. CO2 is what feeds plants, And even with what they quote unquote call deforestation, we have more trees right now than we've had in centuries. Well, Callahan just went off the air because he's a little pissed, I could tell. They fucking made him, they told him to either put fucking chains on his truck or turn around. So he said, fuck y'all, I'm turning around. So he just went off the air. He got himself a spot. He may be popping in. Oh, Crowder's on. Okay, we'll go to Crowder. And what's silly is we don't need trees for paper. Yeah, for building materials and stuff like that. But if they would allow these farms to start growing hemp again, hemp is the best thing in the world for paper, clothing. It's better than cotton. And the wife has done a garden a couple times. It's just she's been too busy the last few years to even tend to it. So it usually just gets overrun. I heard they're finally, well, they should just deschedule it, but the feds are finally lowering the scheduling of cannabis. They're actually taking. Well, I mean, the colonies were too. Tobacco and hemp were two main crops. Hell, the fucking Declaration of Independence was written on hemp. Hello, Matt. Turn on some Crowder. Lada with Crowder. What the fuck, dude? Look at these idiots. What is Quarter Black back on Mug Club? He's in an old one.
It's a slow news day, which here at Ladder's Club we call the funnest days, because then we pretty much get to do whatever we want. That's nice. Not exactly. Okay, there is some stuff going on in the news, and you probably should know this. Let's bring it up. She's not going to be VP. We'll tell you why. And there is a short list, though, as to who it may be. Also, something else. There's a silver lining here. There's been a lot of blowback to the protests, the Hamas protests on campus. That's kind of a surprise, I think, to the left. Of course, initially Black Lives Matter, Antifa, they came out, but that kind of worked for a while. There's blowback here. The pendulum is swinging. Now you have former Vice President Joe Biden trying to pander. His pandering knows no bounds now. It's all right.
Where's Callahan? He's in Utah, I believe. He's stuck right at the base of the mountains there by Donner. He was heading up the mountains and he had to turn back around because of the snow. Salt Lake City, yeah.
President Trump should pick for vice president. Absolutely. Jump it.
Were you lurking in there? I didn't even see you in the chat. Ooh, 4 Irish. Notre Dame fan.
Rain or shine. I mean, ish.
I think he's just going to reset his time a little bit. Try to figure out another drop-off time.
What happened? How are they sick?
Yeah, he was pretty frustrated when he went off the air. You could hear it in his voice. And I get it. He was on a tight schedule to make the drop-off time. That's snow delays.
We sent down.
Put him over.
For the first time, Thomas Finnegan to protests.
I don't know what that means. YP?
Close to it.
I went with him.
And yes, he did. When you hear that voice, you know you love him. And it's military appreciation. Do appreciate him. You can watch his special American on Mug Club and follow Josh.
I don't know.
Good.
He didn't disguise. Maybe he said it. I was
Different kind of sick though.
I was getting ready to get out.
Oh man, those sick ass people.
Yeah.
That's in Canada they say.
Yeah, you're right. No, can't do nothing about it. That's why. That's what my wife, when I was so frustrated about the front lawn and everything in the tractor, she's like, "There's nothing you can do about it." And I'm the one usually with the solid head, but I was so mad. You know, I spent all that money to get the tractor fixed, to get it ready. I love cutting the grass, honestly. I know it may sound weird, but it's like meditation for me. I turn on like a podcast on my earbuds. I spend about 3 hours cutting the grass. Now he may be snowed in. I know he's not going to use any.
We found out, of course, last week.
Yeah, it is. It is. You know, you make your yard look good.
Get some people
Listen to a little bit of Joe Rogan, because it usually takes about 3 hours for me to do everything. And that's about one whole Joe Rogan podcast. I don't hardly even listen to him during the wintertime. In the summertime, though, I catch all the good episodes. It's the only reason I get Spotify. Oh, look, that cow's peeking out the back of the truck. That's a funny fucking...
Yes, that's exactly. Here's the thing. That's pretty bad. What's also...
He's back on YouTube. Of course, it's edited. But yeah, he did because he had his first 2 years on Spotify was exclusive. He couldn't upload it to YouTube, but now he's not exclusive anymore. He's still on Spotify and they're paying him, but he can upload them. I think like 2 days after the episodes come out, they show up on YouTube now.
Did you meet Kim Jong-un?
Pretty straightforward.
So this was brought to my attention. I certainly made some changes and looked at this
changes.
And I've met with many world leaders. I've traveled around.
She looks
the
very
world.
surprised by the question.
She looks surprised at everything.
We went forward and have made some edits. So I'm glad
you
that
write
the
your
book is
book?
being released in a couple
course
of
not.
days, and that
That's
the edits
fine.
will be in place, and then people will have the updated version.
So you did not meet with Kim Jong-un. That's what you're saying.
I've met with many world leaders. Many world leaders. Extensively about my time serving in Congress, my time as governor, before governor, some of the travels that I've had. I'm not going to talk about my specific meetings with world leaders. I'm just not going to do that. This anecdote shouldn't have been in the book, and this was brought to my attention. I made sure that was adjusted.
No. It's not that this anecdote shouldn't have been in the book. It's that it's not an anecdote. It's fiction. Yeah, fiction. Yeah, this fiction shouldn't have been in my non-fiction book. Okay, that's an acceptable answer. I shouldn't have lied. That would be an acceptable answer. Now, I understand that you have ghostwriters. I get that. You have people often will dictate the book and they write it. And she doesn't want to throw it into us. For example, I'm not the one who posts clips to my social media. Why? Because I say it right here, and I have people go, "Oh, you said that. You can clip it." I get that. It's not lost on me. The answer.
We're going to drop the accountability there.
If it's me saying it on camera, fine. I said it. Okay, I get it. But think about that. Just that anecdote shouldn't have been in there. This is the problem. It's identity politics on right. Both of her mistakes. Follows him. She's trying to wedge something in there. It's a little bit of the. Remember when Sarah Palin was talking about hunting on? She was talking about going out hunting. Then there was that reality show where she was holding a rifle that she clearly never held. fit in. I'm a youth pastor, therefore you should vote for me, right? Because I'm a good person. I'm a farmer, therefore you should vote for me, right? Because I'm a good person. Be American, buy American, veteran, all that kind of identity politics that you see on the right. She won't make these mistakes because her advisors tell her this will appeal to her voting base.
Hell yeah.
I'm bitter in the Botox class. She may want to write.
I don't pay for their content, but yeah, I watch the free stuff on Rumble.
I think she wanted to ride the hot Kim Jong-un wave after this new song in North Korea. This hot single. By the way, it's not just top 40. It's not in the top 40. It is the top 40. All 40 songs are this new Kim Jong-un single. Snap, crackle, pop. Don't kill me! Don't kill me!
They're one jet.
Oh, their name is K2.
Some more exposure, please.
Yeah. Hey, can we go back when he's hugging that person who looks like the digger with the Eskimo right there? Clearly, he's grabbing her ass.
Really?
Can you see that? Go back.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Look at that.
I don't think he hates British people.
Look at his bottom hand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He hates your government.
get him a squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, smack, smack.
Viva hates Canadian government, that's for sure.
And we do.
She just
Oh yeah?
Was that a child? I can't tell.
You sure he wasn't being sarcastic? He's sarcastic quite a bit.
Yeah, he's sitting.
It's got to be a child.
Hey, look, America's the most I'm being hurt.
Okay, all right. You should. I didn't know that was a child. I thought he was just groping a. Hey, look, his hand. Then it goes down. Then it goes down.
And then he kisses.
Wow, he's almost as bad as former Vice President Biden.
Almost. Don't worry,
No
this
sniff needed.
Yeah.
No sniff test. He was just ready for the taste.
He was going
ready for the taste.
Yeah, he's a professional ice cream taster.
Yeah, nobody's gonna stop him. He's a deity.
11 holes in one. His very, very first.
Yeah, just like-
It's just a weird.
I don't hate Ukrainians, I don't hate Russians.
Oh, he flew too close to the sun.
I don't hate regular Israelis.
To this week's preemptive.
Unindoctrinated!
To close.
Well, that kind of sucks for Callahan. Fucking running into that storm.
Chrissy Nolan was on the defense after strong backlash about a story of the governor shooting her dog. Chief Washington correspondent John Carl says, John, this is a real one. Time to close, endings and beginnings, ending and beginning.
What I talk about in the book extensively when people are able to get it on Tuesday is to see the whole story and the truth, not the spin that the media has put on this story.
After you shot the dog, you, quote, realized another unpleasant job needed to be done. Walking back up to the yard, I spotted our billy goat. You said he smelled and would chase kids, so you took him to the gravel pit and shot him twice. It seems like you're celebrating the killing of the animal.
It's time for things to close. I know that it's time for things to
That's some great taste.
It's been brought to my attention that some components of this program are distasteful.
Jars cannabis.
Correct.
I love how she just like the reporter makes it seem like Chrissy Nolan was just deciding to execute animals in passing. Just like, and then I was on the way to the pharmacy and I noticed a bunny and I thought that bunny is going to reproduce. I better go choke it to death. And then on to the pharmacy.
Like Michael Douglas and falling down, just.
That poor Billy was just sitting there munching on some grass.
It's coming right for us.
It smells and it chases, like a goat.
Yeah, it's the identity politics. You see those so much something like, look at me, I'm working trades. No, you're not. No, you're not though. You just you kill animals.
I almost like that was her attempt to be a tough guy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like look at me, I'm tough. I killed the dog, and then on the way in, spotted that billy goat in my shed.
Yeah. And then I smacked some kids as a youth pastor and told Kim Jong-un, what are you doing? I know, look, Jab, Kim Jong-un. See that?
Put him in a timeout. Said no more animal crackers for you, fat boy.
And then look at my welder's mask. I'm just like you. So it comes down to some other vice presidential potentials here. Some people have a short list.
Earl Grey?
Marco Rubio, probably not. J.D. Vance, Tim Scott, Elise Stefanik, Doug Burgum is apparently on the list.
Dracula made it?
Yes. Doug Burgum is on the list, and so's Meyer Donalds. Who do you think do you think it's going to be someone from this list?
I hope not. I mean, I
Tim
want
Scott could work.
No.
How about you?
Exactly. Here's why. Tim Scott is the black version of Mike Pence. He is the most milquetoast politician that I have seen, and he was on Meet the Press on Sunday and fumbled a question that was very easy 4 times. 4 times. I was like,
Was it about
"Dear
beating
Lord."
Kim Jong-un?
No, it's about accepting the results of the election. And
Yeah, what's the link on that?
He answered it in the worst possible way, giving her all the room she needed. Go watch the clip, put it out on social.
Oh, bring it back up on Muggle. I didn't know.
Okay, yeah, we'll watch it. It was
On
just
breakfast tea?
I think it was at least 4 times, maybe 3 times she asked the question, and it was a very easy. You'll see.
Okay, ask me. Look, here's how you answer these questions.
Are you willing to accept the results, no matter which way they go, for the 2024 election?
Your mother's a whore. Let's move on to the next question.
But assume she had a mother.
Okay. Your dad's a man's whore. Assume you have a dad. You were created in a lab by whores. No, the answer is just it depends if they're still the same kind of shenanigans as the last Bush.
Yeah, if they're free and fair. There's 50 different ways. You can be-
And I can drink warm tea or hot tea, but I prefer some nice black
See, he would even accept the result.
unsweetened iced tea.
Out of that list of people, like if you put a gun to my head and said pick one of those people, it would be probably. And I don't love these choices, so it's either J.D. Vance or Byron Donalds for me. I think there are reasons neither one of those guys work as VP, so I'd like it to be somebody else. But I certainly don't see any benefit in bringing in somebody like Marco.
Did he just get caught up with them grabbing up the students?
It's the wrong move to make, and hopefully this list is a head fake. And he's got somebody else that he's picked that is going to be the person to come in, because I just don't see a huge benefit.
I'm not justifying what the cops did, but is that kind of what happened?
Yeah, you guys never.
He just gets scooped up?
Pretty big sample size here with folks who comment, so it'll be interesting to see. We'll probably notice a trend, and maybe Alex Jones. Alex Jones.
Let me just tell you what happened. There's some aliens in the West Room.
He would be the most invasive vice
Name of this
president ever.
stream again?
It's largely a ceremonial position. Every time he walks into the office, like,
All right, look, I know you're busy, you got a lot of things here to plate, but I don't know if you've seen what we've been doing.
Film the Police LA? All right, I'll check it out on my mainstream.
I have the papers right here, Mr. President. I have the papers. We've known we infected them with gonorrhea, and Hillary Clinton apologized for it, but I don't think it's enough. And I don't know if you noticed, but the gay frogs are now having sex.
Detaining the observers? Well, that's sketchy as hell.
what?
I'll come back later. I'll come back. I got a second wind.
No second wind. All right.
Yeah, that Jacob kid came in with a different. You didn't offend him.
This does not happen in the States. LGBTQAIP, whatever.
That autistic kid came in and was talking shit again with a different name. Who's Jacob? Yeah, it's the one that was talking about his kids. Talking about Minnie's kids.
All month long, if you use the promo code military,
You didn't offend him. I don't think you did.
you'll get $10 off of your membership, and 10% of all the revenues are going to be
Yeah, he came back in this morning with a different name.
of your choice, of course, once we are vetting. So none of this happens without you. We aren't able to support them or do any of this good work. We do credit gets back.
He said he
of course, we've done-
wasn't him, but it was like literally
It's one thing to
the
say
exact. He was typing the exact same way and already starting to talk shit. But so Cal had accidentally timed out Dan for 24 hours.
They deserve a month. We're celebrating it all month and highlighting some stories for you. Here's one, actually. Last month, a Vietnam Corvette, Paul Morgan, saved his friend using first aid training that he learned. And this is one thing, too. Josh has talked about this. The military is a valuable place to acquire some skills and start not only skills, but also discipline, mindset, and carrying that back into everything.
Yeah, he accidentally timed him out for 24 hours, though, because he was trying to time out
But sometimes those skills come in handy, and this man actually...
that Jacob dude. I don't even remember what name he was using today.
In the military, namely first aid training, to save his friend.
Kentucky veteran's trip to the store ended up saving a friend's life. Paul Morgan stopped by the Walmart in Rockcastle County when he ran into his longtime friend, Larry, in the parking lot. Says the two were just talking when Larry suddenly collapsed. Morgan performed CPR, which he learned during his time in the military until first responders arrived.
I thought he was dead. I'll be honest with you. He was turning blue in the face and stuff. I just said, Lord, don't let him die. So when they was loading him, he looked at me and he said, I'll see you, Paul. And I know this is going to be all right.
That's a great story. By the way, we always say a prayer, set a guard. He set a guard. He performed CPR. Said, Lord, don't let him die. Then sprang into action. So thank you, Paul Morgan. We appreciate it. We salute you, and I think we'll track him down. We'll be sending him. I don't know how much he'll use a sweat bag. Honestly,
No.
He looks like he dresses quite a bit
I don't
nicer
know.
than the casual.
I don't know anything about that.
At our shop. But he learned CPR actually
Walmart
60 years ago.
Yeah.
60 years ago. Think about
Long
that.
time.
He used
Wow.
it. Yeah.
It's crazy how you can remember stuff like that from so long ago, like the wartime training.
Yeah.
Like, I bet I still remember all my life-saving skills I learned in the Army.
Really?
Oh, Josh, that's great, because I think we had somebody choking in the conference room.
Oh my
man.
God! I wonder.
Oh, I'll go handle it.
Okay.
I got you, buddy. I got you. Come on. Get it out. Get it out. Okay. You know, I think you got it. I think you got it. You got it.
I doubt it. He generally doesn't put his kids on camera.
Well, I don't think he's fine. But question for you below: who is a service member or vet who's made an impact?
Well, I don't think it was a kid. It was that autistic guy.
Josh didn't make much of an impact there.
I could be wrong. I miss
Come on.
half of his streams. The late night ones.
Light roast.
What?
I thought I was getting sick last night, so I literally laid down from like 6 p.m. until this morning.
Second crack. But you know what? That's irrelevant. Speaking of trying really hard,
Why don't he?
Hamas tries really hard to exterminate the Jews.
Wow.
Yeah. And they am getting very passionate support across this country on campuses. And we've already covered this, and it's funny now, some people are saying it looks like these protests might be
Rage flu.
receiving some
I don't know what it was. We went to dinner.
Back to the installment where we
And-
discussed that within 48 hours, of course, this is happening across the country, and of course it is happening.
Yeah, fucking more.
Bad, outside actors, namely
No, that was
foreign
Saturday.
actors, like the government of Qatar and Students for Justice for Palestine, or Students for Justice for Palestine. It's a really stupid name, but here you go. There's a silver lining here, and I remember, Gerald, we were there when the Black Lives Matter protests first started, even before Barack Obama.
Yeah.
They started during Barack Obama's presidency. I'm trying to remember the very first one with Trayvon.
That was Wednesday.
Was kind of the start of that. I don't know if they called it Black Lives Matter. There was Mike
We went to
Brown.
Carrabba's yesterday after the.
He was beating a cop in the head and reaching for his gun. So
Yeah, that was delicious, man.
And here's what happens: it takes a while for people to.
Usually I can't eat those big ones like that. I can't eat the whole thing, but man, I killed it. I didn't eat all the taters, but
Some people to come along when they figure out the lie, they reject it. Some people go too far and then say, I don't trust anything anymore, like the moon landing or the earth.
yeah, it was so tender.
Just the earth.
Right. In general.
I usually prefer a ribeye over prime rib, but that was fire.
Now you have students, they're calling for, divestment.
I ate every bit of that
which
fat,
means
too.
Any companies, any
Gonna contribute to my fatty liver.
Jews, when you actually look into it, and a ceasefire. Right? And what this really means is they want to turn universities into Marxist crap holes, and the ceasefire means that they want to leave Hamas in power so they can destroy all the Jews. If you actually listen to what it is that they are saying, and we've had boots on the ground, we have been listening to what they're saying.
Some
This
weird
is
looking
not
clouds.
about just a peaceful solution and a ceasefire, giving the hostages back, and let's say ousting Hamas so there can be a newly elected government to represent.
Yeah, he's been sending me messages.
This is about doing away with Israel completely, and a ceasefire conceding everything to Hamas. There can be no ceasefire with Hamas still in power. So here you go, as a recap. Across the country, protesters calling for ceasefire.
I just need to drink a little bit less, that's all. Maybe get a little bit of exercise in.
That's in his hands.
I can't eat and drink the way I used to. I'll be 53 this year. Look at those clouds, they look like popcorn.
I'm taking a howitzer to that protest. I'm sorry. At this point, I'm a murderous person. I'm kidding. Of course, I wouldn't do that. But listen, to give peace a chance, isn't that the chant that they were kind of co-opting a little bit or something like that? It's like, be the fire now. What are you going to drink Kool-Aid next and meet the spaceship, you zombies?
Well, come on, well, you don't know what they meant.
Why, thank you, Dirty.
So let's go through some of the claims that they're making to justify this.
They have to be 40 someday.
I know.
And look back on this, you know?
Well, the problem is then they have to look back, either continue with the lie or accept. All right, this is what, you'll see that sort of like with angry, single, older, bitter feminists, right? They go, yeah, I was right about everything, and it's the rest of the world that was wrong. And then you see some people who go, you know what, maybe we did some good, but we also did some bad, and found out that family was more important than careers, the end all, be all. Or you see people who say, you know what, yeah, we were wrong about, for example, some of the reasons justifying Vietnam, but
Yeah, I gotta get
or you see people who say, no, man, we were actually getting things done. So that is actually kind of a good point. We'll see what 40-year-olds they end up being. And I have to tell you, Adam, it's going to be rougher for the women. Yes, it really is. It's going to be rougher for the women because they are sacrificing a period of time right now. There is a clock that women have that men don't. And if you are 22, 23, 24, and you've been an entitled brat your whole life, it's tougher for you than it is for a man who tends to sort of mature a little bit later. And that's how feminism harmed an entire generation of women. Not all women accepted it, but they actively harmed a generation of women. It really stemmed from campus and the media. So let's go through some of their claims to see if they hold water. A claim that they're making right now for their justifications, and you've heard this quite a bit, is that Netanyahu is the one who rejected the ceasefire. Right? He is the boogeyman of the day, and far from perfect, just to be clear. But the truth is that the demands from Hamas, right, there was a talk of a ceasefire, okay. Then they started adding everything else to the list. So they want Israel to basically let everybody, out, return home, okay. They want to withdraw all of the IDF troops. Israel does just withdraw completely any and all troops and completely end the war, meaning leaving Hamas in power.
Exactly.
In the same places from which they fired rockets before there was ever actually a need for a ceasefire. That's basically, let me just summarize this for you. Israel leaves, Hamas stays in power, nothing changes, and I don't know, give it a few months, maybe a couple of years, more rockets will come in and more tunnels will be dug.
Yeah, and this isn't one of those like stalemate ceasefires where it's like, all right, let's stop shooting because nobody's making any progress. It's like, you're losing badly, right? And you want us to stop winning? If you want us to stop winning, then lose. Right. Just completely lose. We're done. No more bullets have to be fired. You guys are completely out.
Biggie.
Justice will be served. People can go back to their homes.
It's like a sheriff, county mountie.
To be in charge next time, and maybe this won't happen again. Right. There's no ceasefire in the world like this, in my mind, where one side is dominating the other side, and they say, stop shooting us.
Bam, baby.
We want. Right. What? Right. That's not how it works. You capitulate. Done. It's over.
And this is the thing, it also just draws attention to the fact that these protesters here in the United States, they're not talking about a two-state solution and getting rid of Hamas. I haven't seen, if they exist, I haven't seen enough impassioned speeches of, hey, let's free the Palestinian people from the oppressive rule of Hamas. I've heard them talk about the oppressive rule of patriarchy, apparently, on campus that allows them to disrupt everyone's classes and graduation ceremonies to have to be canceled. I haven't heard them discuss freeing the Palestinian people from Hamas.
Hamas big fans of patriarchy, by the way.
Yes, huge fans.
Big fans.
As a matter of fact,
really rely on it.
They almost go too far. But sometimes they have a point. So this makes sense when you understand, okay, they are Hamas supporters, these protesters. Full stop. When you watch this clip from MIT. Sacrifice blood and souls for Palestine.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Culture built off being a victim.
From water to water death to Zionists.
Yeah, and here's the thing, though. Their soul for, which kind of surprised me, considering the kind of mental breakdowns you've seen over, for example, only not spilling your blood, but not being able to graduate.
I mean, I'm a little disappointed. I'm being restricted from a lot of things right now that I didn't expect to be for standing up for something that I believe in.
Oh, you mean like
And
restricting kids from their classes?
You know, I have family coming in who I have to let them know to, you know, not come to my graduation ceremonies.
Can I ask you a question? What do you think standing up for something you believe in means? Like, is this generation, are you aware that standing up for something you believe in means cost?
Yeah.
When has anyone stood up for something they believed in and not had to pay a price? Stood up for freedom, right? So you fought off the world's largest superpower one century, the British Empire, to become the world's greatest superpower the next century. Stood up for something you believed in, I don't know, for example, Tiananmen Square, where you saw people run over 10,000 people and students killed by the Communist Chinese government, run over with tanks. Stand up for something you believe in. Staring down Hitler and Japanese imperialists.
El Camino
Standing
there.
up for even, hey, you know what? Standing up for something you believe in, being a whistleblower and having to flee the country. Standing up for something you believe in means, inherently means taking a risk. Otherwise, you're not standing up for anything. This is the problem that people have, I think, if you have to put a finer point on it, is, wait, hold on a second, you're standing up. First off, you're disrupting the lives of innocent bystanders, of innocent students on campus, right? They've done nothing wrong, and now they don't get to go to graduation, or they don't get to attend the classes.
Send that on Telegram.
Parents, or we'll get to it, Joe Biden will absolve them of their student debt. And you didn't expect any consequences? Do you think that standing up for what you believe in means everyone else has to fund it? That's the difference. That's why these protests.
Oh, is that the one that you sent yesterday?
These charades.
The Pittsburgh thing?
You can see it doesn't even occur to them. When they're saying
I'll play it on
we will
the desktop stream.
For Palestine. All right, you're just not going to be able to graduate. Why? I thought that I was standing up for something.
I thought I was supposed to do this. The problem they have is that they don't understand the difference between protesting and breaking the law. They have the right to protest.
I'm seriously considering switching over to Streamlabs for everything, too.
Students get a warning. Right? Where else? In the middle of an armed robbery. Hey, that's armed robbery. Make sure you don't do that.
Is the Karen Reed trial continuing?
Nobody does that. You're just arrested. In this case, it's like, hey, you're breaking the law.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I didn't see the psych eval one, so I just thought it was candidates. I didn't know that's why they got...
And done it in a legal way, and then gone about her merry life and not be facing these consequences. It is when she chose to break the law. You don't...
In case you just followed my username instead of the channel.
I would even argue further.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Standing up for anything. If you're protesting on campus, and there are no...
Yeah, I was going to lay down on the couch and just watch a bunch of videos last night, and literally after watching one, I fell asleep. My head was pounding so bad. But getting 12 hours of sleep definitely helped.
Exactly. And the problem is, she's not upset for she's upset because
Yeah, right. It doesn't matter anymore.
If she truly believed in it and she really was a martyr for the cause,
maybe our standards were a little bit too high. Let's just lower them a little bit and give this guy another chance.
I particularly like what Muhammad Ali did in his younger life, right? Cash's patron Muhammad Ali. A lot of you don't know, but Nicole said when that became a conservative later on, actually campaigned for Orrin Hatch. But very young, right? Refused not only to serve and go to Vietnam, but you look at a lot of his politics, and you look at what he did with Farrakhan, you look at some of the Islamic extremism, his racist views, interracial couples. But he did stand up for something. He wasn't able to box. I believe he lost his boxing license for 3 years in the front of his life. That is a risk. That's standing up for something you believe in at that point. And by the way, he wasn't...
Oh, for sure. He made a pretty good clown.
You could argue if everyone followed suit, we wouldn't have had...
I mean, they go hand in hand, right?
Vietnam was the kind of war that was entirely justified looking back anyway, but the point remains, he decided to take a risk, endangering and harming no one around himself but himself. No one else. Yeah. He lost his earning ability during the prime of his years for three years. And I will say, I do respect taking that risk. That is standing up for yourself. doing something expecting no consequences is not standing up for anything, to be clear. And this is what these people want on this campus. This is where you're seeing the backlash. They basically want a caliphate. They want their own communist utopia. We showed you this last week, right, at George Washington University, and I believe I misspoke.
Yeah, he was really hoping to get to his drop-off before his cutoff time.
University, where we showed you this is actually about, when you look at their
But
leaders, flat out promoting Marxism.
So basically saying that, like, we are all fighting the same battle, whatever it may look like, wherever we might come from, we're all fighting the same battle, and it's important to understand where our fellow comrades are coming from. Just like they try to
fellow comrades.
You're not. You have transgender individuals wanting to take a dump in the girls' bathroom. You're not all together with Hamas.
The American imperialist system, and it is a tool of the capitalists. Just as like the cops are the tools of the capitalists, the state of Israel is a tool of the capitalists.
If Hamas saw that, they'd be like, why are you letting the women talk? What is happening?
Yes, exactly.
They don't know their audience at all.
So you saw that, but I don't know if you've seen this now. You've seen this at George Washington University. Now, these students have actually been holding communist-style trials, calling for, and you'd think there may be some consequences, actual executions, death for members of the administration.
Is there another guillotine?
So they're role playing?
Do they mean assault students by allowing Israel to exist?
I love their live view counter at 36.
Watch this.
Of Palestinian people, as they profit off of Zionist weapons and purchases that he must use to divest from apartheid as they line their pockets. And people find you guilty!
Oh, I don't. They'd have to find a guillotine for you that could make it through the neck fat.
What's up, Jacob? Hey, about to go live on the main channel. Just got here.
But if they had their way, it would be, hey, a bunch of gender studies majors have said that you're guilty.
I got a pretty good thumbnail I'm going to use.
Where have we seen this kind of justice before?
See you in a bit. I'll probably be popping in and out of Rob's stream as well. He doesn't go live till about noon, though. All right, guys. Peace. We'll see you in a bit.